Hey traders, Jason here from Levitt Brothers. So in this video, I'm going to talk about the January barometer. Okay, there's a lot of stats out there that say or that suggest that like how January does actually has a very high predictive value for the rest of the year. So we're going to go over some numbers and some charts, and then I'm going to talk about the trifecta, which adds the January barometer to the Santa Claus rally in the first 5 days, which I've discussed previously. All right, so let's get into this. All right, so first and foremost, here is on average from 1950 to 2019, how the market tends to do on average during a year relative to or as a function of how it does in January. So the green line is when January is up and the mustard colored line is when January is down. And as you can see, so I'm going to draw a line here. So this right here would be the end of January. So on average, when the market posts a gain in January, the market tends to do very, very well all year long. It generally, it gently slopes up pretty much all year. Obviously, this is the average of dozens and dozens of data points, so it's going to be a nice smooth curve. It's not going to be like really jaggedy. Any year could be a little bit different than this, but on average, when January is up, the market tends to have a really good year. It's as if January sets it on a course and then momentum just carries it for the rest of the year. But when we have a down January, as you can see with the mustard color line, the market tends to be somewhat flat. Okay, it goes up a little bit, goes down a little bit. It turned, at the end of the year, it's a little bit higher than it was at the end of January. But for the most part, a negative January tends to be followed by a flat year that just kind of rolls up and down in negative territory. That's, of course, on average. There's going to be some outlier years that go up a lot more or down a lot more, but that is the average. So that's a very distinct difference between these two. So the fact that this year January posted a gain bodes well for the following year, for the rest of the year, if indeed this year follows what has typically happened in the past. All right, next up. Here are the numbers that point, that describe the last chart. So when January is positive, which is this first column here, okay, the market is up 86% of the time the following 11 months, and the average gain is about 12%. Okay, when January is negative, this second column, the win percentage is only 60%. I shouldn't say only, that's still not horrible. But the average gain is only 2.1%. So there's a big difference between a positive January and a negative January. The win rate goes from 86% down to 60%, and the average gain goes from about 12% down to 2%. Okay, so big difference. So it bodes well that this year, 2023, January posted a solid gain. Now let's look at the next column here. It's when January is up more than 5%. And I bring this up because this year, the S&P was up over 6%. Okay, when January is up over 5%, the win percentage, it was 86% when it's positive, and now it pretty much stays at 86%. So the win percentage is the same, but the average gain goes from 12% up to about 14%, a little bit over 14%. So it's great that January is positive, and then it's even better that January was positive by more than 5%. So that bodes well also. Next up, whoops. All right, so let's take the last stats and let's add another criteria. So here's the January return. We're up 5%, and we combine this with the previous year being negative, which is what happened last year. The market was down 19.4%. Okay, so we already know that a positive January is good. A positive January where it gains more than 5% is even better. But when a 5% gain in January comes right after a down year, the full year returns are 100% win rate, and 2, the average is like almost 30%. Okay, so this is the category we're in right now because the market dropped last year, then it rallied 6.2%. So if history is followed, we're going to have a big up year this year. So it's something to look forward to. All right, let's now combine it with some other numbers. Okay, so now we're going to talk about the Santa Claus rally, the first 5 days, and the January return altogether. So since 1950, so the Santa Claus rally is here. It is the last 5 days of a year and the first 2 of the following year. So those are the gains there. Next column is the first 5 days. That's self-explanatory. It's just the gain or loss in the first 5 days of the year. And then the January return is self-explanatory. It's the return in January. When all three of these are green, we have a 90% win rate, and the average gain is 17.5%. Okay, so a lot of these January barometer bodes well. Plus 5% in January bodes well. Plus 5% after a down year bodes well. And now we combine it with the silent cost rally in the first 5 days, and it's like just another set of numbers that suggest that there are high odds of 2023 being a very good year, with a high win rate and a pretty high average return. Now let's take this one step further. So this is the same chart as last time. Santa Claus rally, first 5 days, January return, and we're going to combine it with the previous year being down. And what are the results? We have a 100% win rate. You can see the last column, 100% win rate with the average gain being 27.1%. Okay, so between all of these, plus last year being down, unless there's something drastically wrong with the market, which is possible because we got all this inflation and such, that the Fed is fighting and they're raising interest rates. But so if there's something drastically wrong that we don't know about, then all these numbers get thrown out the window. But if 2023 plays out as like a normal year and there's nothing horrible happens, odds are very, very good that we're going to have a solid up year with a relatively big gain at the end of December. All right, hope you got something out of this. Come check us out at Lever Brothers. We offer stock picks, market analysis. January was a fantastic month. We had dozens of great trading ideas that worked out really, really well. And if these stats play out and the rest of the year is very good, we're going to have, probably 200 more that act really well because every month we post several dozen. So come check us out. If you're not getting the results you want, you never know. One trade pays for your subscription for the entire year. So come check us out. All right, we'll see you next time.